Whether you've been producing music for years or you're just getting started, you want to make something unique and you want to keep your productions sounding fresh. One way to do that is by combining different genres. So today I'm going to show you how to mix and match genres in Arcade. So I think about a genre as containing these three elements: sonics, melodics, and rhythm. Sonics is the actual sound that is produced. So think of an instrument plus any manipulation of that instrument plus the mix and effects and things like that. That's what we call sonics. Melodics refers to the actual melody of the song. So think about notes, scales, chord progressions, things like that. And rhythm refers to the meter and time of the song. What instruments are played in what divisions of time. That's what we call rhythm. You can really see how there are now endless possibilities with creating something new by taking these different elements and putting them together. Sonics from one genre, melodics from another, rhythm from a third, and now you've really got something new. Now, I mentioned before that Arcade is really perfect for this because of the way that the sounds are organized. It's like an ever-expanding library of samples and instruments that are categorized in a really interesting way that makes it perfect for seeking out genres like this. That means that mixing and matching these different elements of different genres becomes super easy with Arcade. You can also filter out all of the samples and instruments in Arcade by tags. Some of the tags are genres, some of them are moods or instruments, and you can use these tags to drill down and get exactly what you're looking for. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's choose something from the hip-hop genre tag. Nice hip-hop beat. So the rhythmics are very hip-hop and the sonics as well. I'm going to change the tempo to 160, which is already going to really change the genre feel. Now let's try grabbing something from the funk genre. There's this funk you line. I really like that little bass sound. Now I'm going in and I'm changing the sonics of this bass sound and turning it into more of a sort of electronic lead. Put a little bit of Portal on this and that changes the sonics even more. Now I'm going to automate the dry-wet balance of the Portal. The melodic pattern is still the same from the funk loop, but we've mangled the sonics quite a bit. Now let's try to find some percussion that gives a little bit of contrast to the rhythmics of the hip-hop drum kit. That's cool. Why don't we try something in the cinematic genre? That sounds pretty cool. Play with that. I threw in a couple of the samples here, and changing the pitch really gives the melodics a bit of lift. Let's add another cinematic piece, but let's choose an instrument instead of a sampler. Just programmed in a simple melody. Now I want to find a bass sound. Program in a simple bass pattern here. Now I thought it would be fun to automate by hand the opening up of that filter. We need something in the mid-range, so I'm going to try to find a pop sample to add that'll fit right in the middle. I really like this last sample, but this means I have to change my bass line, so I'm going through and changing the notes in my bass pattern. And now just building out the structure a little bit, making some sections. Let's take a listen. So there you have it. We combined different elements from different genres to make something totally unique. I hope this video inspired you to go outside your comfort zone, explore some different genres, and make something that sounds really fresh. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.